I welcome you in this fine Saturday. I wanted to say morning, but it's kind of like already 2 o'clock where I am. So welcome in this fine Saturday day. So you all know the drill. Let us check the audio quality, as I am a one-man show and I really like to make sure that things are running smoothly. So what is the audio quality like on Twitch? Running smoothly. So what is the audio quality like on Twitch? Alright, this is good. Besides the fact that I made it loop a little bit now. What is the audio quality like on YouTube now? Like on Twitch? Alright, this is good. Besides the fact that I made it loop a little bit now. Alright, that's pretty good as well for YouTube. Let's do something else. Let's also check the YouTube chat, and I think it's gonna be working very fine. A good sign. I'm always very happy when after a week of not touching anything, things are working again. So today we're gonna be playing another single player scenario from the Shadow of Death expansion. This one is going to be for 3 players, and this one is actually called Chasing Dream. Kind of like the new campaigns have like one map, the Cove campaigns with Dargam have that one map called Chasing a Dream. I think it is the final map, that's the name of it. And so I was like, you know what would be funny if I could play Cove here, but no, you cannot play as a Cove here. In fact, the red player is forced to play either a Rampart or a Tower. The blue player is either forced to play an Inferno or Necropolis, and the tan player is forced to either play a Fortress or a Stronghold. So I was like, you know what, the most difficult one of these is probably tan player, because you're limited on the mage guilds, you have to get some things done, and I was like feeling like Stronghold, and that's what we're gonna be playing. I think I took the artifact as my starting bonus, yeah, and the screenshot I have 0 resources, that's good. A nice sized map, Chasing a Dream, where you and 2 other young and upcoming heroes were given the chance to earn land and a Border Lord title in a contest held by a Great Lord. To earn your title, you must defeat your 2 opponents. So yeah, Wei, the Ogre Specialist, is going to be chasing that dream. It is a free-for-all, so the enemies can also fight each other, especially if they have no town and they're closer to the opponent's town, they might attack them. Give them all their artifacts, which could actually be bad, or weaken them, which could actually be good. So, no tournament rules, nothing funky, let's jump right into it. You dreamed of being a lord when you were a child. Various childhood memories. Now you have finally been given the chance to become a Border Lord. To earn your title, you must defeat 2 other young and upcoming heroes who want the title. Alrighty, so let's have the movements so it's more cinematic. Wei is starting with a Pendant of Death, so we're safe from Destroyer Dead, not the most useful things. We of course have a spellbook with a magic arrow, which is actually pretty useful. And Wei, an ogre mage himself, Wei has proven himself time and again that his command skills are unparalleled. Should the Duke's son ever falter, Wei would be considered the top candidate to succeed the throne of Krelod. So this is the dream Wei is chasing. But unfortunately, you know, the Duke's son, I think that's not how it actually works in the lands of, what is the Stronghold faction called? The lands of Krelod. I think Kilgore is now the ruler of Krelod because of the Festival of Life, the events that take part in that campaign. But hey, you know, it is what it is. We have our beautiful town Cragmore here, which can develop everything, and it has a tavern. Ooh, we could recruit Gretchen, 3 stacks of goblins, and we could recruit a Verdish that comes with a first aid tent. So, of course, we always have an important question. This is a nice size map, by the way, with an underground. And our 2 opponents are going to be Septienna and Malcom. These are the 2 other contestants for the Border Lord. Alrighty, Destroy Undead immunity might come in handy depending on our second town. But yeah, do we want to roll with all of the army? Do we want only some of it? I think we will leave everything except like one Wolf Raider behind. And I think we will actually, you know, take the treasure chest for gold. We'll flag our sawmill. 1,000 gold. It's not the quantity I wanted to see here, but sure thing. And yeah, I guess flagging our sawmill is going to be a pretty decent thing to do. Half our terrain here is swamp, so that's not too good. Usually I would kind of leave this for a second hero, but I think wood is like important enough. Oof. The movement, this is just like gonna suck either way, right? Yeah, this made it a little bit better. 10 wood, actually that is a pretty big quantity of wood. I think that's the maximum you can roll. And let us go to this way for the ore pit and also for the campfire. So that is gonna be my day one. I don't think we're gonna be building anything in the town just yet. Want to get a second hero out ASAP. With one hero you always kind of feel a bit exposed. We'll also take the ore immediately. Maybe we'll check the witch hut first, because I don't think the campfire can roll into 1000. Ooh, basic air magic. I actually think we should take that. I think we will take that air magic, and the campfire has 600 gold. More than 500, so that's really good. So in the next turn, if we don't spend any resources, we can actually recruit a Gretchen. Alright, I'm happy we didn't get ambushed and just taken out immediately. That would be very unfortunate. So I think we can move over here. 100% we have to buy out Gretchen. She comes with just like this perfect stacks of units. And do we buy out anything more? Do we keep the 100 gold? I think we can keep the 100 gold. Can grab the badge of courage. Deliver. It away. Give him all the fighting army. And I guess one goblin in this case is as good as a one wolf raider. And make some 1 stacks and we can be happy. Then also Gretchen. I think we could explore up here and Gretchen could explore down here. The crypt is like a good objective, but I don't think I would be doing it if it has vampires in it. Maybe it's better to leave it. These raids would be interesting for the treasure chest, but yeah. Let's check the obelisk, and it looks like the grail is underground, by all that we can see. I can't really tell what these griffins are guarding, and the hobgoblins are faster than us, so we don't have the gold for that. Objective, so yeah. Some orcs. This is mighty sad, unless we can go around them. There is a shrine here. This looks like it maybe could be another player zone. Not quite what I was expecting to see. Really not quite what I was expecting to see. Ooh, a scholar. And this is a small crypt, so immediately I'm thinking I should have gone here. Well, I guess Wei can go here. Lightning bolt, and also gold mine. So this orc fight would kind of suck. I think we need a bit more gold to build the goblin barracks and actually get the hobgoblins. Hobgoblins are pretty fast creatures, I think speed 7. So, especially with morals, we could block the orcs relatively easily. And I think we're just going to be heading back, and we're going to be going for that crypt as our first objective. And yeah, going to be grabbing the air magic with Gretchen. Do we develop the town? I think we need the gold for the town hall. And yeah, I think Gretchen can grab the air magic. And then we can interact with Wei, mostly just to take the slower troops away from him. And yeah, do we upgrade the... Do we upgrade the goblins is a really great question. It will make the fights easier, especially against the hobgoblins, especially against the griffins, especially against the orcs. I think that's gonna be one of the first choices I do, and I think it's gonna be a positive choice here. We're only making 500 gold. Upturn though. Still though I think it's worthwhile. We are on a poor start, so how many can we upgrade? We can upgrade exactly 60. Because they are relatively cheap. Okay, we're gonna have 2 stacks, which is not ideal, but still think 1, 2, 3, so yeah, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This should be fine. So yeah, wait. Go in that crypt and show them who's boss. And also we could potentially spend some mana. These skeletons cannot morale, so we can just wait for them to come closer. I just wanted the accurate shot on the Walking Dead. Here we'll have to hope for a high roll. Defend. 6, 5 to 9. I think we're gonna go for the 6. Good morale, but the Walking Dead can't really reach us, so we can kind of just shoot him one more time. And then, do we take the retaliation with the Wolf Raider, or do we just hit with the big stack? I think we're gonna hit with the big stack, and for one Hobgoblin life, getting 1500 gold is fantastic. Then, I would actually like to do these other fights that are right here, but feel like we can take the slower army. I feel like we can go for the upgrade and we can just set up way in a way that makes sense. Did a funny word rhyme there. And yeah, that's gonna be my turn. So Gretchen is gonna be doing God's work. Yeah, bringing back these Hobgoblins. Don't really have any gold objectives yet, but I think this should be fine. And day 7, I mean, yeah, so we could buy the reinforcing troops. Actually, this would be fine. We're not blocking anything, so boom, boom. Can also make Gretchen fast on a single Hobgoblin, and we can take these Griffins or fight these Griffins. I actually wonder, maybe it's better to do it like this. And yeah, it looks like it is better to do it like so. So can this big Hobgoblin stack do something? No, not really. Okay, can block the shooter, and we can kind of protect the bigger stack from any threats here. Okay, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he doesn't quite reach the big stack, that's true. So I think we would be hitting the big stack, and I think the other troops would be trying to brawl down one of the smaller stacks, so like this one that we've been already shooting. He does retaliate twice, which is a bit nasty, but it is what it is. And can we actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I go like here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, he wouldn't be able to march around. So I think this stack is just going to be chilling. We do want to hit the bigger one, because otherwise they would move twice. This stack defends. Stack also kind of mostly in a defensive position here. I think we have to hit the biggest one. And then, do you think they would hit the orcs maybe? They didn't. Well, was worth a shot. Alright. And we can take offense, we can advance, or leadership. I think for Stronghold, being strong and attacking is gonna be the thing that we're gonna be doing. A defense skill, well, that's also one thing we're gonna be doing as a Stronghold, defending a bit. And here, well, unfortunately these bad boys did not want to join us. Don't want them to hit my orcs. Okay, that's pretty good. So the big stack attacks the big stack, or it attacks the other big stack, and then guess we can just shoot with the orcs. Chill with everyone else. Here, well, couldn't protect the big stack, only lost 3, which is fine, and we do not have enough money to buy out the School of Magic. The, you know, extra stat point there. I think it's fine. And yeah, we've cleared this little part of the map out. I think next we're going to be going for the orcs because the gold mine will probably be pivotal here, as much as I would like the chest. We don't have a way to restore mana, so yeah, we are just ending the turn. We get the squirrel. I should be setting up for a way to restore mana. I think getting the 3rd spell power. I'm not going to be coming back here. It might seem like a waste of money, but yeah. We can passively regenerate the spell points. Gretchen can actually go to the town. Who do we have here? We have a Zubin and we have a Sylvie. Sylvie, one of the victims of my somewhat recent meme about the heroes who don't have a spell book, where Draken is telling them to buy one. And yeah, I don't see a reason why not give away the extra fortune, or you know, extra luck. Or morale, that is. We end the turn. We can do this, and the big question, do we want more fighting units? I mean, if we're gonna be fighting the aces, we might as well get everything we can. Well, the orcs first, but you get my point. So, here, it's kind of tricky. I don't think they're gonna be shooting the smaller stacks. I'm gonna be holding the bigger stack back. And yeah, this should be like 20 something orcs, I would assume. So let's go. Oh gosh, it's like 35. It's very close to 40 actually. So, are we lucky enough to... 20, are we lucky enough to morale at least once? Well, no. Not gonna risk it on these guys. Guess we will be shooting a magic arrow here. Okay, my orcs are getting bombarded. Ooh, we actually did get a morale on the stack that mattered. So here, we can block off this dude. We can attack the bigger orc stack. And then maybe if he wants to attack one of the one stacks. Okay, we can block off this guy completely. And yeah, ooh, it's interesting. I was quite happy to attack the Wolf Raiders. So, the Wolf Raiders are fast enough here. I think we can take the retaliation, strike the smaller stack. Then also I think taking the retaliation here, maybe we can get -1. And boom. So, did this orc fight, but now we do not really have any orcs of our own, which is a bit of a problem. And yeah. We like this gold, but actually the aces are kind of like a death sentence, unironically. And way, what can you do? I guess you can keep exploring a little bit. Look, trying to run into something. This looks like a Pegasi, or like a Centaur legs. Or maybe a, yeah, one of those two, I'm gonna say. It's like a horse, maybe it's a cavalier, but we're gonna have to see. Stone golems would be relatively easy. We can check another obelisk, grab a ore. Can put Gretchen here, and actually this is a little pile of gold, and yeah, those are silver Pegasi. I think we're gonna actually be going for the immediate gold here, as we are gold star. Ooh, Orc Tower. That's something I should flag. Not like immediately, or not with the main hero, but this fight is relatively easy, like it shouldn't produce many casualties for us. They will be able to fly twice, so maybe if they want to hit him. Okay, so he's only hittable once. And sadly he's gonna be hittable twice. Yes, the stone gargoyles are still faster than us. Actually, no. No, they are not, but... Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to risk like a disgusting morale happening from the gargoyle. Don't want this. Wanna take retaliation. Just in case we low roll, and we did low roll. Defend, hit. Alright. Ooh, earth magic. That's really good. Haven't seen our spells yet, but earth magic is always good. So, here we still do not have enough for a town hall, but with the magic of trading posts, we can convert a bunch of this ore and a bunch of this wood. And yeah, I think actually we're gonna have to warp it, so let's focus on the ore into a town hall. And finally we're making at least 1,000 gold per turn. That's very, very good. And yeah, we can get the work tower. Ooh, subterranean gate. Wonder if it has been like opened up. Yeah, it looks like there's nobody's guarding it, so that's kind of a yikes. On 2, can we still make on the trading post? We can. And yeah, I do think let's go for the second ore pit here. This map is a bit scary to play, as an enemy can just appear out of, you know, unannounced, out of one of the gates at any moment. So, could this guy reach? He could reach if we do this, and yeah, these guys have more health. So, wait, we have to account for maybe morales. And is it worthwhile? No. So then, I think we hit the 8 stack. We wait on everyone. And yeah, the big stack can head to the 8 stack, and the smaller stacks can try to bully this guy. Then I think we have to hit the 7 stack with our big stack. And he couldn't even roll down one, so that's pretty good. Ore pit for us. And do we want to build something in the town that would require us to go out of the way? A marketplace is kind of iffy now that we have the trading post. We'd rather get like a mage guild, but it's not really an immediate thing to do as well. So yeah, we can maybe chill at this orc tower, maybe we will do it for the budget, because it's like the cheapest thing we can build. And then here we have some reinforcing orcs, and actually that's 7 orcs. We could go for the Mercury Lab. I think the Pegasi are also one of the creatures which are gonna be the least painful to do, but also let's just give the man some orcs. And we could be exploring here as well. Like, I see these are like Medusa snake legs. Ooh, hey, CsArOs. There's always going to be memes about heroes not having spellbooks. Maybe if you have a moment in your commentary, you could give some thoughts as to the balance of Tower, Rampart, Cove, and Factory, if you would want them improved in the pumpkin patch or not. Mine is running through the turns as if someone was chasing him. I mean, we don't have much to do, we just have like easy objectives, and then we have things that would kind of kill us if we did them. My thoughts on balance: I think Rampart is very balanced. It's one of the cheapest towns, and in Heroes 3, you don't have that many estates heroes, you don't have that many 350 gold heroes. Like, especially for 8 players, for like 2 or 3 players, yeah, you can scoop them up, all the resource generating ones. and the gold generating ones, but it's a cheap town, so it's one of the and it has the treasury as well. So if you have like 3 ramparts, they can kind of pay for themselves. So I think Rampart is fine. Tower is... I know in competitive it's a bit different because you have the lamps. I wish the lamps would spawn on like all biomes, but like more rarely outside of the snow and sand. Because I really like Master Genies buffing things. But yeah, I think Tower is fine. They have a slower build-up, but the Master Gremlins can carry them to the Genies, I think, most of the cases. I think Cove is actually borderline OP. They have very many, like, they're tier 3 to tier 6 creatures. All 4 of them are pretty good in my opinion. And Factory has 2 tier 7s, so technically the ultimate late game faction. Ooh, and we find a treasure chest here. I'm very happy about this. Do we want to build something? Well, we most definitely do. I kind of want a mage guild, I kind of want a blacksmith as well, kind of want an orc tower, but don't want to leave my town. Too vulnerable. So, as I said, ore is going to be very, very readily available for us. So, like this. And what is this sound? Did Heroes 3 crash? Yes, Heroes of Might and Magic 3 crashed. Well, but why? What have you done? Oh no, well, I guess we can always close it. Yes, I know the program stopped responding. You literally told me, do not wait for it to respond again. Alright. This is what happens when you answer questions. Oh no. Anyway, we're gonna be chasing the dream of Heroes 3 that does not crash. Is this gonna be a good autosave? No, this is something completely different. Fine, we'll just do it like this. So let's just load back to this turn. And yeah, this turn thankfully we didn't do too much exciting. We just bought out the 7 orcs. We went here. We did this. Boom. We went... I think we went for the fairy ring. Did I take this? Yeah, I did take it. And then I traded some ore. I think it was like 7 pieces, and I wanted to build a blacksmith. And I have built the blacksmith and the game didn't explode. I swear it's not my fault. Alright, I'll be watching you. You be chasing that dream. So, ooh! Red is doing the same thing I'm doing over here. Well, I'm neighbors with Red, and Red is Loon apparently. Red has the most towns. Oh, Blue doesn't have a town. That is very, very, very interesting. So, one thing that needs to happen is... Okay, let's not move Gretchen just yet. I think I need to build some defenses in this town, and I need to get like a Zubin ASAP and also give him the air magics. So, let us fight these griffins. We've already fought some of their kind. And what is this creature quantity, brothers? There's a lot of them. Like, I like that this one of these smaller stacks always morales. Nothing can really reach this, which is quite good. And also the big stack can't really reach anything, which is not that good. So this we can shoot twice. Oops. Well, I think we should hit a 7 stack, and we also should maybe hit him twice to take away both retaliations. And technically, can kind of maybe... I think you can reposition our bigger stack in a way that makes sense, where he cannot get bullied much. Maybe like this. Okay, I know, kind of worked out. Guess this guy would be attacking him. Then try to finish this one out. Oh, okay. Try to finish The bigger stacks, and I think we can finish one of the bigger. Okay. Intelligence, well, if we're planning to play defense, we would like to have the extra mana, but for now I think offense is gonna be it. 1,000 gold, it's kind of one of the sadder chests. So now I have the option, do I want to go exploring or do I want to head back, which is the safer option. I could also pick up the Warrior's Tomb. I could check what's in my Mage Guild. I think we have to be brave here for a little while. And this is where Blue lives, or used to live. Blue has no towns anymore. I'm a bit scared. Maybe the Scholar. Alright. And I think Gretchen is just going to be going for the... Oh, there is gold here. That is beautiful. Still though, let's take the Warrior's Tomb, Helm of Chaos, another really good defense artifact, and then we can grab the Campfire. And yeah, here the problem is I don't really have anyone to defend me. I would like a Citadel, I would like a Mage Guild, I would like an Orc Tower. I think the smallest evil that I can do to myself here, considering we have a Campfire. Let's build an Orc Tower. This is like a questionable thing, but... And yeah, there is a town here that smokes things up. Oh, this is for free. I'm very happy I went forward here. And it also has the... Whew, okay, now we can also see their stats. And yeah, we can take the Campfire. This Guardian here hasn't been taken. We can track the Obelisk. This leads, I think this leads into nothing because the flowers would block things off. And then we kind of have to, ooh, this goes somewhere. Okay, not really too interested about the exploration here. Would rather just take the sulfur, take the rallying flag, take the gems, and kind of head back, or yeah, through the obelisk. I think I have 2 marketplaces now. I do have 2 marketplaces, and I could do one of 2 things. I could build a citadel here, which would leave the town completely empty, but... Or actually, hold up, I have an idea. Let's sell, I think 5 wood. Let's actually build a citadel. And oof, I thought I could buy the gremlins, but no, they are quite expensive. We're gonna have some sulfur, we're gonna have some gems. Mercury is also somewhat reliably takeable, so 3 of these, 1, 2, 3 of these. Then I think let's sell 5 more. Or, okay, that is kind of beautiful. Then we have 7 stacks here, and our main town is at least defended by 1 stacks. And here we have... Yeah, here we can put the orcs inside. We will still be max speed, we will be getting all the stacks. And can we... Yeah, we can grab the Idol of Fortune even. And head back, so we have more morale. And like, oh, and red is not attacking us. So what a nice debate. So I think we have to assassinate Mr. Malcom here. We do have a Yogg, we do have an Ironine. I think makes more sense to do Gretchen's turns first here. So do we go for the obelisk? Do we go check out what's over here? I think we can go check out what's over here. What are these? It's a shield. They're guarding. Can you access it from the other side? Yeah, you can access it from the other side. So that is good to know. That is indeed good to know. So I want to get another hero, but we don't really have the resources for it. I want to assassinate a Malcom as well. And actually they gave us some spells. I didn't even realize that. This Mage Guild though is pretty sad, I think, because yeah, it had Magic Arrow, and although it has Haste, Protection from Water Curse, View Earth, not the best spells in the entirety of Heroes 3, you know? Not really want to leave the town. I guess we can buy out the Yogg and Ironine. Still though, let's go and assassinate this man. Glorious Victory. Can't really make it so he doesn't. Or he like that. Oh, and he uses back it against me. Alright, Mr. Malcom. Well, that was not his last hero. We can take some more luck, and we can deposit these back once again. 5,000 for this building. Still need the mage guild for this building. Don't really want to buy anything just yet. I think we are still in the part of the game when things are where purchases should be carefully considered. Oh boy. Luna. Luna A. I mean... Well, yeah, I guess 20 is perfect for the elves, so the tower doesn't shoot him the next turn. And then we can block the archers. We can also put the stacks. I kind of don't want the elemental to be shot by a tower, so we can do that. Okay, the 3 being shot by the tower is amazing. They don't have a ballista as well, and that was beautiful as well. This is not blocking the door. I think we'll do this plus the orc shot. Maybe they managed to get the stack down. They didn't. And then also, yeah, we have the speed priority. We can simply go out and attack them. Well, like one of their creatures for free. Something like this should be fine. And then we just want the big stack to go back indoors. And also we can get a move with him afterwards. And I think we risk it. Like assassinate him fully. And defend. Put him here. Guess that will be worthwhile. And yeah, let's shoot him. And then everyone can defend, and I think this one we do have to risk it so the hero doesn't run away. Pendant of Holiness and Stoic Watchman. We will take the offense. And red has been vanquished. Okay, that is beautiful. So then we can actually buy out an Ionan. He has 30 spell points. I want to give the elementals away. Want to leave him with just pixies. And yeah, these guys can guard the orcs. Ionine himself can do one very serious thing. He can go grab the orpit, so my main doesn't have to do it. He can grab the sawmill afterwards. Almost thinking of grabbing maybe level 2 spells, but we do have one of the better ones, the lightning bolt. Can go for the trading post. You know what, I kind of want to improve my morale. Let's go here and let's see what we can find. This side looks more sketchy. I want to explore on both sides. Oh, I'm happy I went here. We can go for the learning stone, then we can check the imp cache. I think, yeah, we're like 1,000 away from leveling up. And this town would need either another hero, like a Yogg, or, yeah, Gretchen still has those that miss morale. I guess we can go and we can check the obelisk here. Looks like Infernal and Subterranean. Kinda can use this a little bit to scout. I think the Grail should be somewhere like here on the road. It looks like maybe there's even holes there, which is kind of scary. And yeah, we don't want to build anything quite yet. Mr. Way, thank you for the learning stone. You're gonna take the wisdom. The cache has been deserted. We don't really need to take the obelisk just yet. I9 is happy to take the scholar, and I kind of want him, yeah, to at least see the subterranean gate, so we can plan the turns properly if we have to. So it's not like clouded, and yeah, I don't need to do this as I said. I can go here. And Gretchen, you can do one of two things. You can head back and sit in the town. You can sit in the training post. You could explore up there. I think Yog would be better for that. Technically, economy would be the smarter gameplay option here, but I'm not losing one of my 2 towns is also like a very smart gameplay option. So we don't have a book place just yet. Book place. We don't have a, what is it called, mage guild? I wanted to say the library. It makes sense, but no, it's a mage guild. So Yog is made a little bit faster. Yog can take the air magic here. Offense, air magic, or you know what? I think maybe Gretchen is just going to be exploring. We would rather see Gretchen in the tavern, and we can give the helmet back to Yog, and Yog can go and learn the lightning bolt, and I think the city will be fine as well. So, ooh, blues heroes here, Straker with some dwarfs. Alrighty then, that is fine. Do we want to reinforce away with any necro troops? Like 4 liches? No, it would like destroy the morale. We don't really want that. I9 will be happy also taking the morale. I think Wei is very happy to continue. Yeah, I do see a hole there, which is worrying. Vampire Lords. I could take the ore pit. Okay, we'll do it. Don't really have the money for the black market. They had taken some mines. I have to guess where the town is. I would say probably down here, as I haven't explored. Probably also on the overworld would be my guess. And yeah, let's do this mage guild. Get a book. Bless, shield, magic arrow. Very solid mage guild options. Then Gretchen can give over the helmet. And Gretchen can go and explore. Maybe there's something interesting here in the corner, like a free campfire. I do like free stuff. And then Yog will be the guardian of this town. That would indeed be really good. Lightning of the bolt. Actually having 4 knowledge, and then I guess we can grab another spell power from the school. So, I9 is very happy to, yeah, grabbing these. I am very worried about that. At least they don't have a Necropolis. We can grab this. They also have a trading post. I'm a bit worried. What's the chance there would be a town right there? Especially if this map would be symmetrical. I think Wei is being level 6. Actually, let's get the immunity to curse necklace on ourselves. Can't afford a city hall. Can't afford a city hall. That's fine. And they do break out here. Septienna, their main hero, has kind of a hodgepodge of an army. Ooh, and elves. Yeah, so this map is actually really symmetrical in a sense. If they want to go here to attack Gretchen, I'm fine. Gretchen will just run past them. I9 will be very happy to, yeah, take this thing, and also there's a windmill here. The sawmill, which is not flagged. Ooh, and a elf wind. So, are they gonna shoot the orcs? Are they gonna shoot the pixies? That is a great question that I do have for myself. Can I take this as another great question? The amount of dwarfs they have, I would have to rely on... No, actually my army is way too small. I need some fighting stacks. I could go and try to fight Septienna though. I could also try to... Well, Red did peek here, but they didn't... They weren't quite here, you know? Yeah, I don't think I'm ready to take the town just yet, so... These guys, not really a spell we can use. I guess I can try to farm up around their biome. Yeah, but I'm 100% not ready to fight them just yet. I wish I was on a trading post so I could trade away some resources. I could kind of trade with 2 trading posts, but it feels kind of scuffed. And they are going to that town. So Mercury here and a windmill for 3 gems, and we end the turn on a windmill. That's fantastic. So here we just need, I guess we can, this witch hut for something useful, maybe tactics. I think tactics would actually help, especially in the if the map is as small as I think it is, and yeah, if we basically see everything already. So now we do need it to defend this town successfully. What is the best investment? Best 6,000 we can invest. I think it's gonna be the liches. I think it's gonna be the vampire lords. And I think it's gonna be some 1 stacks with skeletons, right? Is Victoria strong enough to take some luck? Sure thing. Is she strong enough to win this with just 1 tower? I think she is going to be strong enough to win this with just a single tower. Alrighty. Then we just need to reinforce using Gretchen as a middleman, or as a middle woman, I guess. Okay, Septienna decides not to go there. It's very reasonable. I9 can grab the ore. Sit him on a trading post. So wait, technically has 1 or 2 options. Okay, you know what? Gretchen is kind of useful as a hero, but at the same time, I feel like seeing Gretchen in the tavern once again would be really, really good. Wei could get stronger, or Wei could try to get the army. I think Yog would be fine. Yeah, would be fine defending. Crack hack. Ooh, Deemer. Having more money would also be fine. Can't really. Yeah, don't have a gold mine. We could try to blast down one of the guards for the gold mine. Maybe Wei can do this with the acids. Would Victoria be fast enough to help him with that? 6 speed, 6 speed. Maybe if we remove the slower troops, she would. I know I have 62 ore, so ooh, hey Novasoul. Good luck, Mr. Cat 007. It's our favorite hero neighborhood. These ain't vamp lords, blood the regular vamps, worst level 4 in the game. Yeah, I know, but actually regular vampires are pretty good though. They have no retaliation, so if you have a castle, they can kite for a bit, flying indoors and outdoors with wait turns. And oh no, actually they have decided to come for Gretchen. And Mr. Straker's even wasting valuable mana points. Well, can't really do too much about it. YOLO. Oh, it didn't quite work. Okay. Gretchen does get assassinated, that's a bit unfortunate. Then Victoria, I think you are fine to do this. Mr. Ionine, I think he's also fine just selling like 40 ore and probably like 15 wood. And then also I think we should get this upgrade done because they have a little bit more health. Okay, do this, do that. We can leave her on 1 halfling. Don't really want any more undead units. Then what we can do is grab these 2 fantastic little stacks. 1, 2. And do we go for a Septienna? I like how she didn't take the Oracle Dwelling. I kind of want to just take the gold mine here. I feel like that is very worthwhile. Yeah, I do feel like that's worthwhile. Then we can reinforce with Yog, and then we can go for one final attack on the town. So now my question is Ionine big brain enough to trade for... I mean, if we're not going to be visiting any towns and we're not going to be using any of these special resources, I might as well just sell these resources, right? That's not like a bad idea if I know I'm not building into any mage guilds or anything of the sorts. And yeah, now we can afford a city hall, so that's going to be solving the money problems in the upcoming turns. Technically it needs 5 turns to pay back, but you know, still very, very legit. What can Victoria do that I9 isn't doing? Well, I go and explore, I suppose. Alright, acids. Problematic stack to fight you would be if I didn't have tactics. So, of course, unfortunately this stack is gonna die. Oh yeah, magical energies, right, this thing exists. Maybe we can lure him in. Yeah, we can lure him in, that's pretty good. 2-2, or just guaranteed 4, we can wait. The orcs can shoot. I think I'm fine using like one magic arrow now. We did bait him in with no course of action after that. We can go for the double whammy here. Let's do this and do this. Okay. We have successfully gotten a gold mine. We have successfully gotten 1,000 extra gold. And I wonder if they're gonna be... it looks like they are edging to fight those. Now that is indeed fine as well. Would really like to buy the 14 orcs and would also like to grab a bit. That, let's build another city hall, and then we can use the rest of the money to buy out the troops afterwards. So I9 is getting a little bit threatened here. He does have 7 pixies, and he could also try to be annoying afterwards, like going to take their town type of annoying. I think Victoria would be fine defending, especially now that she will get the additional level up. Leadership is going to kind of be a waste. One school of magic, it doesn't matter what it is, for the cheaper magic arrow is always nice. It's unfortunate that it's fire magic. I keep actually forgetting, is this a fire spell? Is landmine a fire spell? Landmine is indeed a fire spell. Kind of seems like it would be an earth spell, you know, something you put in the ground, a landmine. So orcs are kind of bad, but also so are hobgoblins, but I guess we'll buy the orcs because they at least can help with the range support. And yeah. I9. I guess we are leaving, like... a little bit, well, not gonna be able to... Oh yeah, let's just buy everything we can. And then Mr. Wei is gonna take the helmet and gonna be very, very happy here. Orcs, yeah, matched. Don't know about these elementals anymore, so maybe we'll just give them away. And yeah, way. Guess we can whether this or that. Well, guess we can also just do this to go for the alchemist lab fight. We're just chasing Septienna, and I guess this little part is gonna get us closer to level up. Would realistically like to fight these Medusas, but I don't want to give them the artifact before the fight, you know? That would just be bad gameplay. Okay, maybe this, Mr. Vampire chills in the middle. Sure thing, we'll shoot. I'll kind of block them here and then we'll try to attack them, and also we can grab the orcs. If we really need to, I'm fine with losing I9 if they decide that that's gonna be the case. They do decide that that's gonna be the case. Yeah. Straker, the haste casting man. And that's gonna be all she wrote, as they can kind of reach us. Oh, actually they couldn't, but... Alright, did they buy... Yes, they did. They decided to be an absolute pain in the butt and buy out the orcs. Let's fight the Medusas here. I wonder if we can haste up and block them. I don't think we have a unit that's fast enough. With like +4, maybe, actually. The big hobgoblin stack. Are you guys... You need the +4, this gives +3. Okay, you're not fast enough. Maybe though, one stacks can come to the rescue. No. And yeah. And then let's take retaliation just in case. And yeah, that was actually really good retaliation. Thought maybe we could one-shot them, but no, we couldn't. Advanced tactics. No buckler. And then Septienna, you fool, you cannot escape me. Even though me not catching you is a skill issue on my part. Straker here threatening this town, which is a bit of a shame. So what we can do is... Yeah, as I said... Prepare to buy a castle. That is gonna be the best thing in this particular turn I can do to prepare. Septienna could not beat the several Arch Magi. You know what? I'm gonna finish the job that she couldn't do. Are they faster than me? Speed 7, speed 8. Thankfully, because of the undead terrain. No, they were not. And then... Yeah. Okay, now we have more different mines. I should restore my mana, or I should just go at the town. I think this force would be good enough, although we are very close to a town, like ridiculously close. I could go through here and also reach the town, so that is also fine. Them being a threat here is kind of a problem. Yeah, it's kind of really hard to box in the AI if they decide to be annoying. They have decided to be annoying, so let's do this. Let's try to get all the skeletons. What else? I guess we can buy a Deemer out afterwards as well. And yeah, since we don't have a portable source of mana, I guess Away is gonna be spending another turn in the town. Here. Well, actually we can do both of these guys. Like, we can grab a Deemer. Oops, out for the gems, but no, that's not too useful. I feel like single skeleton stacks. Deemer should be fine. Like, Deemer's intention is just going to be like to do a single meteor shower. on this man, then here. Chilling like this. Crag Hack is here only to give the extra units. Also we can help by making the main hero faster, even though it doesn't really matter at this point anymore. And it looks like they're gonna go through this way. Serpent Flight population levels. Well, yeah, we have to catch this Galthran. It's kind of a shame. I mean, it looks like they don't have the money to buy things out. You know what? Let's be brave and let's be bold and let's simply talking. Just go here with Crag Hack. Take all of this fantastic little army. Upgrade the Orc Tower so the Orcs will be stronger. Buy out more of them. Buy out a bigger stack of these guys. They're gonna be the #1 favorites of the towers to shoot. We probably also have a stronghold hero here. Yeah, Gurnason, we can still use him to reinforce afterwards. And Yog can simply give us back the units. I would like to chill for the extra mana. Unfortunately, there's no magic wells here on the whole map. That is a bit of a shame. Yeah, we can just go forward. I think Yog will be fine, and reaching him. Crag Hack afterwards with the new hero, we can also try to reach him. And Deemer, well, let's see if we aggro Straker or not. And maybe put Deemer here, like to force them to fight Deemer. If it comes down to that. Okay, both of their heroes are retreating, so they understand that this is a very big threat to take seriously. Anyway, we can buy out Mr. Gurnason. He comes with his own ballista. And he can actually give that ballista away. The ballista will be useful. And the final fight as well. So, boom, 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 boom. Like a lot of really good units. And yeah, we can try to do this. We can also try to reinforce from this town. My biggest question is how far can Victoria go? What is her fastest troop? Maybe what we should do is buy out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like a single. It costs 600. Well, I of course knew that. I'm just playing with you. Buy out a single lich. How far can she move? She can move down to this obelisk, so this is where we would send Mr. Deemer. He's still using his scouting to be good here. I guess you can, I don't know, flag something. Gurnason also can just walk around. They decide to attack Deemer here. Okay. And then we can, of course, Meteor Shower for a little bit. 110 damage. Yeah, that's kind of what I have to do. Kind of sucks that it has to be. I guess it will be like this. Ooh, he resisted, brother. I just demolished your tent for no reason in that case. Well, I want to give him unnecessary experience. And Victoria. I guess he would be taking a defensive fight outdoors. And yeah, the serpent flies spawned here. So, are we able to win this with this little army that we have here, or would it be better to reinforce it a little bit more? Perhaps we can kind of reinforce it, and then next turn attack. Otherwise, we are still kind of winning, like at the end of the turn, right? So, Victoria. Yeah, you would have to buy out all of these. You would have to get the skeleton transformer. You would have to transform these into skeletons, I would think. And they actually went outside of the town. And yeah, looks like they don't have all the money in the world to buy everything. You Hey, come back here, good sir. Well, thank you for the town. I can make myself faster. What has more speed? I think it's like a simple captain. 8 speed, damn it. Oh no, actually it is faster. It is faster than what I originally had. So yeah, we can do this. We can kinda gain a bit speed. We can replenish the mana and we can go and we can fight the Straker out, of course. I do want these to suck out mana. In that case, I'm also converting these to skeletons. In fact, I'm also converting these bad boys to skeletons. $69 skellies, got him. Okay. Very soon, blue, you can run, but you can hide, and actually, LMAO, glorious victory. Galthran doesn't even get screen time, we just blasted him. Our logistics will make chasing down Straker easier. So, what did I miss in the chat? You've almost got this one beat. I stayed up and watched football. Oh well, catch you next time. Ooh. Oh, Ronald is from... Oh yeah, Ronald is from Ohio, I remember. You're truly the king of crappy in the composition. Most players would just delete these. I know, but I kind of feel like maybe you can always do something with them on the side, you know, with like 1 stacks and whatnot. Actually, we can suck out his mana so he doesn't get to cast anything. I feel like very often I'm able to do things with, as you said, like crap units on a second hero with like a magic arrow, and it's quite good. So this magic arrow, this guy, everyone is just chilling. Skeletons can defend. Walk closer. I guess we can try to attack the magic human dude. Really want to hit them with the raids. The tower was like, I know my priority target. This guy, and yeah, also he can be buffed up to move faster. Wonder if the ballista is gonna be unleashing some pain. It looks like it was trying its best though. And the dwarves, and actually just hit with the bigger stack and boom. Well, for this, I don't know, I have to carefully consider this ballistic armor, because I like the icon better. Blue has been vanquished. Congratulations, all your enemies have been defeated and victory is yours. And my rank is a behemoth, a stronghold unit out of all things. If you think I'm the king of trash units, would you be surprised to hear that when I was playing the Armageddon's Blade, like I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, I had the, what is it, the Foolhardy Waywardness, the last campaign, the quote-unquote secret campaign, or maybe not secret, just a joke campaign. On the final map, I had like a Jalair, a Conflict Hero spawn, and with his starting like air elementals and pixies, I was able to like fully clear basically a whole island, just using magic arrows and conserving those units, going back to refill the mana, and then going for the next objective, back to the mana, next objective, back to refill the mana, and so on. It was actually very interesting how much you can push that. Like just like with a handful of units. So Behemoth is actually your 11th best score, which means it's not even in the top 10, really, but we did chase a dream. Yeah. And yeah, Vey gets to live out his dream as the strongest stronghold guy ever. So let's very quickly check out the map. As you all know, I do like to do this. So, what does the map look like when you start it? It looks like this. And I of course want to have a super fast movement speed, so yeah. We do remember that here they had a defense skill. They also had griffins in their other biome, and like the other player's biome. And they had basic interference. They had a dwarven treasury. Pretty big one actually. Yeah, the biggest one available, a School of War, so that's kind of like the magic school, vice versa. They also have the raids guarding. I actually wondered the size of the chests because I never got to check it, but it's a small one. It's a shame, and of course we never checked this side too much. They also have a 3rd level unit. Oh, but these joined them. I thought they just got a Fortress hero. Bless for the undeads. Well now, that's quite something. And yeah, of course the Vampire Lords, and then I didn't see how much of this they had. A flag and whatnot. They also get their own artifact. I think the Grail was actually like here because we saw somebody had tried to dig it out. And I think they just didn't get it back to the town in time. I like the fact that everyone has a level 3 creature dwelling kind of in their biome. It's kind of on the edge of the biome. Does this guy get like an artifact as well? Guarded by a level 4 creature. I guess it's between 2 biomes, technically. So no, one is like missing. And yeah, interesting that this is guarding, but this is not guarding anything. And yeah, the Guardians being like ranged or fast flying units like Wraiths and Griffins. This one... oh, one thing I do want to check, the Artifact Merchant once again. Ooh, we missed quite the interesting artifacts. Necklace of Swiftness, Boots of Speed are always good. The Dragon Flame Sword is decent if you need some might stats. Link of Suppression and Necklace of Dragon Teeth also pretty decent. This Inexhaustible Cart of War, realistically for like an XL game. If you have a bunch of war, you can invest more to get more. Usually you don't get to 100 turns, but still. Yeah. This was Chasing a Dream, not the campaign map for the Horn of the Abyss. I was guest 273, and I will thank you guys for watching this one with me. Well, watching me play rather. Imagine if this all was a recording. I was just reading the comments and doing the commentary afterwards. That would be so funny. With the game crash in the middle of everything. Anyway, I will, I'm gonna be going away for tomorrow, so no stream for tomorrow, and actually no stream for today's evening as well. But actually after that, yeah, I will see you next weekend with another Shadow of Death map most likely. Maybe I'll do one custom map from the community. We'll see, we'll see. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good one, and cheers.